Welcome to the High Beach. This is Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. Let's get straight into it. KARRION KROSS with another documentary. My WWE contract ends today. Let's see what KARRION KROSS is on. Let's go.
They leaked my fucking contract information online. I have no privacy, nothing.
Can't do this here.
So, it's all over the internet. What's the deal with your contract?
My contract is up August 10th.
So, I haven't seen you since April, part 1 of The Killer. How you been?
I'm
Are we all, buddy?
I've been things are weird. Things are not bad. Things are just very strange. I feel like the following day after WrestleMania and the Sam Roberts podcast,
Sometimes, to do the right thing, you have to do the wrong thing.
I literally slipped into like another timeline, like another world. Once it was done, everybody was like, holy shit. They're like, that was amazing. I said, thank you. Are we good? And he goes, we are very good. That is nuts. That's the guy. You know, he was saying to me, that's the guy we need. And I said, I agree. Shook everybody's hands. I said before I left, guys, please make sure everybody knows this was a work.
Yeah.
Let them know that I'm not actually mad. I love it here. I'm just doing my job. I have to create compelling things for the audience to believe. And one of the things that is so overlooked with all of this backstage insider stuff of wrestling, man, you can call this real, fake, whatever you want. What we do legit is we turn pain into art.
And that's why the moment after WrestleMania, it broke the internet like it did, because I don't think fans have felt that much passion and it felt real and authenticity like they had since the pipe bomb. Now, I'm not comparing it to the pipe bomb, but it's the closest thing we've had probably since then. And this is where it gets weird, because we all know the pipe bomb was a work too. It wasn't a shoot. But Punk, just like KARRION, was saying a lot of things that a lot of people felt and that were real and that were true. And so, like, you would have thought that WWE would have capitalized on that moment, and they didn't, even though they care about viral moments.
Whether it's in the ring or it's outside the ring, that is the job. You can learn how to break your fall all you want, okay? That canvas eventually will take you out. The irony of it, that canvas, you can make an amazing living off of it, take care of your family and everything. Eventually it goes, you know what? You're done now.
I came 2 hours early. That's how bad I want to be the first person.
That is awesome.
Do you have any advice for me starting my pro wrestling career?
Yes. Put your health first.
Okay.
So you're gonna learn how to wrestle, you're gonna go to a school, you're gonna learn how to do everything. You gotta learn how to recover efficiently and learn how to recover as quickly as possible, because wrestling's gonna beat you up.
Got you.
And no one ever teaches us how to recover.
Okay.
So whether that's through nutrition, taking days off, rest. Make sure you rest, because you're gonna have fun and you're not gonna want to rest.
If you could just put a number 1 in there.
Yeah, of course, of course.
So much.
That's awesome.
You're too geeked, I like it.
We are heading to the Wrestling Collector. This is the first day of my book tour. It's crazy. It took a long time to get here. I've been thinking about this day for probably close to 3 years. I had the book finished in 2022, and I guess by the time this comes out, people will know that the end of my book takes place with me coming back to WWE. It feels really good to get here. I thought we'd be here sooner, because the book has been done for a long time. I'm glad we're here. We will keep it positive. Keep it positive.
Thank you for coming to the store today, man. I appreciate it.
Oh my
Sealed,
God.
man. You know, that's super rare.
I knew that you would appreciate that. Thank you for coming.
Just don't go anywhere. Give me a minute. I just.
Pretty cool, right?
I just needed to take it in, dude.
Man.
Thank you so much.
For coming, man. It means a lot.
Nice to meet you again.
We'll get a picture of him
Thank
later,
you.
okay? Before you leave, okay?
Holy cow. I'll tell you a crazy story about this shirt. Do you know the lore or no?
I don't.
So, big Metallica fan. I came up with sort of a design that was based off of Injustice for All.
Yep.
So we had Scarlet on the shirt, blindfolded. The whole concept was Judgment. There's the Judgment quote on the back. Mm-hmm. So before Judgment Day was a thing, I was pitching a group and a faction based on targeting people who have done bad things throughout their life. And the predication was basically on Judgment. And the quote on the back of that shirt was going to be the thing we were all going to say.
Oh, that is awesome.
Wow.
So it just became a shirt, but it's still one of my favorites. And there's an original one in black as well.
Okay.
So you have a special one there. Oh.
She made them for you.
This.
I came
that's
straight
dope.
from work, so I couldn't bring her with me, but
Obviously, the bigger one is mine.
yes.
Check it out. Thank you. I'm wearing this for the rest of the day.
And hopefully you don't go anywhere and you stick around.
I hope I don't go anywhere either. You know, I'm here for this.
I hope they do right by you and do what you deserve.
Me too.
Me too, man. Shout out to the
more heavily
Pipers.
about the match the day of. There's little ideas and things that come to me, so I
Shout out to the Piper shirt he was wearing too, by the way. I just had to point that out. But yeah, that's fire.
have stuff to suggest. You know, but I like that process to be collaborative and more the day of. But things will come to me during the week if I even know what I'm doing on the way to that day. Obviously, I do with SummerSlam, but it helps to know what the office is looking for, and then I can kind of build from there. So I don't like to try to marry myself into any sort of ideas until I find out exactly what it is that they're really looking for that works best for the show. But I can tell you this has been the most collaborative experience that I've had out of my whole tenure on main roster. I would like more though. Like I would like to be able to have a little bit more of a collaborative experience. I feel like I could be more useful actually to them, being a little bit more involved. I'll be able to engage more fans the more I'm involved, and I'll probably be able to make them more money. But at the end of the day, you don't bitch about it, you don't cry about it, you make the best of what you're given. I think that there was something too that we could have even done with Logan before he moved on to some other stuff. I was born in '85. I didn't necessarily grow up with younger generations like they did with Logan Paul. I don't know a lot about him outside of my interactions with him, but I will say, like, I like the guy. I've always liked the guy. My wife thinks he's great, and he's always been kind to us. And one thing that I thought was really awesome that he did was he was somebody who actually pushed for me to be involved with the match with him and AJ at WrestleMania. And like I found out like only a few hours before I was actually going to do it. I thought that was really cool that he did that. When I saw him the next day, I at the very least made sure that he knew. Yeah. I went up to him and I shook his hands and thank you. I know you said something because somebody told me. He was very cool about it. But you know, I was hoping we were going to work towards that. Since it's very clear that we're not working towards that, I might as well tell you guys. But he's a good dude, and he rolled with it. And I thought that he could probably use what I was doing and saying and use that for heat, which I think he kind of did. But there's a lot of people, not mentioning any names as of recently, but there's a lot of outsiders that can't hang with us, and they just disappear. He's not one.
Shout out to Travis Scott.
And the guy's loaded, and there's a lot of shit he could be doing with his free time, and instead, he's risking his life doing really wild shit. So he's another one to watch for. He's probably going to do something crazy at SummerSlam, but I was very much hoping I was going to be able to run something with him. I was like, oh, it's right there. Let me do something. We will shock you. We will give you ECW.
ECW. But yeah, I was shocked they didn't do anything with that. You would have thought, I thought for sure they was going to go into a Logan Paul, KARRION Kross program with KARRION basically saying, I don't understand how people like Logan Paul get to be at WrestleMania with AJ Styles. yeah, I'm not even on a card. Like, that doesn't make sense. You would have thought they would have did something with that, and they want to put Logan Paul with Cena, which is intriguing. And I think he was a Jay. He had a title match with Jay. I think he was his first title defense, by the way. So it's just like things like that. Like, I don't understand. Like, you put him in the match with AJ and Logan Paul, which was not a good match at all. You think they would have did something with that, but man, we could do a whole hour video on just things that they never follow up on in WWE just for 2025. Yeah, so, but that would have been dope to see. The only thing I could push back on is maybe they didn't want to, because Karrion would have had to be the babyface, and maybe they just don't see the character Karrion Kross as a babyface, so they don't want to do that. That's the only thing I can rebuttal to why he didn't work with Logan Paul, which to me would have made all the sense in the world.
You know what? Being a good soldier gets you, everybody here. Just so, in case you're wondering, you want the back scoop here. Being a good soldier gets your times cut. Being a good soldier means that people come up to you and say, "Hey, you got any great ideas?" "Yeah, here it is from Scarlet." No. That's a little too great. We're looking just for good ideas. That's for those guys over there.
Your mind is, it seems like you said, like above the creative team sometimes. Do you have?
They're gonna love that. Thanks for the heat.
That was Brian H. Water. Not to be disrespectful, but do you have a pursuit to go into producing? We've been watching a lot of WWE in real, seeing what Biss is doing. We all know he was a great wrestler.
I love that man, but go ahead.
Yeah, so is that a goal for you down the line?
That's crazy. I was about to ask that.
I would be open to it. It's funny you mentioned this. I don't think I've said this publicly either, but I have expressed interest in learning how to produce. I will never say who, because it's not important, but I've had people far more successful than I have run their ideas by me to get my opinion on them, run their promos by me to get my opinion on it. And I've always been so flattered by that, because some of the people I would watch before I was even in the business, and they're coming to me privately. And again, I'll never say who it is, but that really made me feel, aside from how the audience is reacting to what I'm doing, like my confidence went through the roof. If very successful people are coming to me and asking me for my opinion about it, I feel like, all right, well, perhaps other people feel like that I know what I'm doing. I certainly do, but to get that validation from people above you and your peers is a very, very good feeling. So I have expressed interest, but I mean, I really very much, number one, my priority is to be in the ring. I feel like there's still so much meat on the bone left. There's so many stories we haven't told yet, so many amazing talents that I haven't had a chance to work with. But I feel like as of right now, we're definitely going in the right direction. We went to Night of Champions with a singles match. Now we're going to SummerSlam with another singles match. So I just want to give more.
What is your relationship like? How does it? Sami Zayn is obviously you're taking on at SummerSlam. You guys have been going back and forth for a while, but like when you talk about, especially a storyline that's kind of so heady, right? That's so like it's an emotional storyline. You're trying to like change Sami Zayn, the character. I mean, you guys spend a lot of time working together. How does your relationship with someone like that grow over the span of a storyline that's been going on for that long?
Very volatile.
Yeah.
Are you excited about it?
Oh yeah. I can't wait. I'm very excited. This is going to be awesome. Very first SummerSlam, singles match, and I got Sami. He's very good. So, absolutely. A lot of times I would be told ahead of schedule that we were going to be going in this direction. So it's like, okay, cool. So I would try to tastefully foreshadow that we were going in that direction. I would try to build something from the ground up for you guys watching, knowing this was going to be on the tail end. So we're building towards that. Like we need to kind of know where we're driving, right? Before we get in the car. There were numerous times, more times than it should have happened, where we didn't go there. And what I was doing just kind of like fell off. And I was like, this isn't good for the viewer. They're eventually going to partially check out, and the character, Kross, is going to lose that idea of lethality that he has if he's constantly stalking the people and never really gets them.
That's why him being in the backstage so much, it's like, bro, you even Sami said, like, you're always back here, but you're never in front of the crowd. It's like, yeah. You would think that someone who was so integral in not in the New Day turning, and I think it was a few other people turning, you think you would start to use that, right? And they freaking beat the Y6 at the top of the year. I think it was the top of the year they beat the Y6, if I'm not mistaken. How do you not use that momentum to do something with that? I just don't get it. And with the SummerSlam match, I'm very happy that KARRION and Sammy for to be honest, were able to get on SummerSlam. But it's like you put them in another one-on-one match. That should have been an I Quit match. That should have been a You Were Right match. Something to where it's a stipulation where you build a damn near a 5-month feud culminating at SummerSlam. It should have been some type of stipulation. And again, WWE, I don't know if it's like they're just lackadaisical. And they would lackadaisical with a lot of people, especially KARRION Kross. I don't get it. When you have guys that are giving their ideas and their opinions and creative, and it's like, nah.
I think that's okay. Is it a weapon? Imagine it's a shotgun shell.
That's for you and Scarlett. There's a message on top.
Is this what I think it is? Is this an hourglass? Go confidently in the direction of your dreams. Live the life you have imagined. Wow. Love it. Wow. Hi, everybody.
This is Jackson and Landon and Axel and Riley.
Awesome.
We got the whole crew.
That's awesome.
My little one was like, can you show them this?
Who's that bald guy? Is that me?
Right?
I wonder what happened to, can I see?
Yeah, show them.
Yeah. They got the tattoos good on us?
Yeah.
I think I was so angry that my hair fell out at the time. And then I drank less coffee and my hair grew. That's my theory.
Okay.
He says this match is a must-win for KARRION Kross. Sometimes I feel when you lose a match, you also win, though.
Yep. Well, hey, listen, I've never gotten into a match with the intention to lose, so hopefully, that's the outcome that we get. I've been hearing that a lot. I've been hearing that a lot from fans all week. They really want to see everybody's favorite bad guy take the W on this.
Kick Sammy's ass! Kick Sammy's ass! Kick Sammy's ass! Kick Sammy's ass!
And this is what happens when Sammy. Everybody loves Sammy, right? But they've been telling the same story with Sammy for 2 years now, ever since the Bloodline, since Elimination Chamber 2025. It's like, I'm the ultimate underdog. I need to win the title. It's like, it's so many times you can watch somebody go after a title, say they're an underdog for, it's like, okay, bro, like, just either you're gonna do it or you're not. And KARRION is someone that's kind of saying that without saying it's like, bro, you're never gonna be champion unless you truly like tap into something to where you're no longer going to just, be an underdog. And that's why everybody connects to KARRION, because he's kind of saying cryptically what people are feeling. And we love Sammy, just like, hot damn, like that guy need to change.
Amazing. That's right.
Hey, congrats on making it to SummerSlam. That's awesome.
Thank you.
You deserve that, man. I put so much time in, congratulations.
Thank you sincerely, man. I'm
big. Hope you beat up Sammy.
But that's definitely going to happen.
You gotta beat him up,
No matter what. Honestly, I appreciate it all. I feel like a broken record. I'm just as much taken back as people coming here and meeting me as I'm meeting people and hearing their stories. Like it is.
Yeah. But I like the fact
awesome.
they can hear you. We can finally hear you talk, because you have those mic skills and stuff, Like you can be a nice guy and you can turn it, and I think that's what people like.
Yeah.
Somehow turn it with Sammy and then start something up again with maybe Drew,
Sure.
Like you have the ability to do that, man. So, I'm looking forward to it.
I appreciate it so much, man. You know what? Sammy's a really good wrestler, and I don't hate Sammy. I just need him to stop lying. Like, in all honesty, we probably wouldn't be getting floods if Sammy stopped lying.
I saw something.
I think it's a cosmic karma.
There's a stipulation for your match at SummerSlam where if you beat him, he has to admit that you're right.
Yes, and I'm doing that for you guys. You know, like if you're not Superman, you're not allowed to wear the red cape.
Well, now you got me!
Like I remember in the beginning, there were some people saying like, hey, I wouldn't take it seriously. It's not gonna last, or, you know, let's see if it's for real when you go out there tonight, if it's still there. We're in a different city, we're in a different state. And then when it was still there, and it got louder and louder and louder every week, that went away, and then it was kind of like, well, you know, not really ready to fully embrace that. I was being told by certain people not to, don't acknowledge it, which felt really wrong, because having a connection with the audience, especially one that is like this doesn't just come around for everybody. And it wasn't something that was constructed or thought of. This happened organically through a series of events. And I wouldn't even say it's just from something that's happened recently this year. This is something that is happening because of what has happened over the last 3 years. We're getting to a tipping point, I believe. And it can be said, it can be stated that it started because I punched through something, and everybody saw what was on the other side of that. But I don't feel like we're all collectively going in the direction that the audience would like us to go in. And it's just that part doesn't feel good.
And also crazy is going into like WrestleMania 40, nobody really cared about the Karrion Kross Final Testament versus Street Profits match. People didn't really care about that. I don't even think people really cared about the Wyatt 6 Karrion Kross Final Testament feud, which that was literally just last year. I don't know how. It's almost like it just came out of nowhere to where I think it was the New Day heel turn. That's where it kind of like, and people start remembering back, like, oh yeah, Karrion was talking to Xavier and them. And then he start remembering all the backstage promos that Karrion Kross is doing. And they're like, oh yeah, that did happen too. So it's just like, it slowly happened. It was not one moment that got people like, we kind of want to see Karrion Kross more. And I think because we see that he cares so much, he has so much passion, that it's just nice to see that. Someone that's really thinking about what's going on, like a Bray Wyatt, like a Matt Hardy, CM Punk. When you see guys, you know it when you see it. And so that's what's frustrating when you see guys like that, the same people I just named, not being pushed, even though people are saying we want them. It's like, why? Why are they not being pushed? I'm not understanding why they're not getting TV time. Why are you not giving them PLE or pay-per-view matches? Why? Like, I just...
So where are we headed right now?
We're going to Sea Level to sign some 8x10s for the kids.
Hi.
Sea Level, C4.
C.
Downstairs.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you. We got off early. Of course we did. We're going back on.
Don't you have like an escort?
I am the escort. Not like that. Not like that. How are you? He's with me. Hello. Very good. How are you?
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Hey, we've got your parking pass for Saturday.
Thank you.
Okay, you'll need that to get into the SummerSlam lot. And then this is your credential.
Got it.
Do you want to take these now?
Yes.
Okay.
100%.
And do you want one for Elizabeth as well? Do you want to
Yes.
take hers? Okay.
Please. Thank you. As soon as I knock out the podcast, I'm going to probably inject the espresso into my neck.
Great. What time did you have to wake up this morning?
Like 7 a.m. and the night before a big weekend like this where you're gone until Tuesday, you're always doing things last minute because there's things you had to do during the week when you were home that, just like normal stuff, like running errands, you check on relatives, something going on with the house you got to look into, dry cleaning, cleaning your gear, which I wish more people would do. You know, get in the ring with stinky gear.
You have to. You're in charge of cleaning your own gear?
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yep.
Did not know that.
Yeah. Well, I am. Maybe when I get a new contract, that could be a stipulation. Clean my gear. There's a lot of hard things about being a professional wrestler. For me, I'll speak for myself. The hardest part is when you have something you want to give and it's not time yet. But then when it does come around, oh my God, it means everything. When you're able to finally show up the way you know you can show up, and it's just the nature of the beast.
Honestly, like anytime I watch you, you give like Bray Wyatt vibes. I'm not even kidding.
Really?
I it's like, oh my God, if Bray Wyatt was still here, I feel like you guys could do something.
You're fucking killing me. No, it's nice. It's just nice.
Really?
It's nice
like,
to hear that.
It's such a good thing, and my brother is a really big fan of you too.
Yeah.
So like we watched you, we're like, we want him to win, and you didn't. Like it was just like, why? Like it makes no sense. Like they're putting you out there, they're building you up, and then they're like, okay, we're gonna put you over here right now. And then they're like, okay, we'll take you out for right now, and then they're gonna put you back. I hope they keep you. They better.
I hope so too. There's a lot of wild, contentious theories and ideas on the internet. I'll tell you straight up, the both of your ear, I don't want to go anywhere. I want to be here forever. And it's not that I have a disdain for anywhere else, but like, you see all these like people on the wall, Bret Hart and Roddy Piper, like I grew up with those guys. Like these people on the wall that are no longer with us, like these are the people I wanted to grow up to be like. I don't want to be doing anything else, but also at the same time, I want to be what you guys want to see. Not like this kneecapped version of like something where you guys are like, what's going on here, you know?
But
So,
seriously, like, you guys
Thank
have
you.
so much potential.
Thank you.
Even your wife too.
I agree.
Like, oh, so pretty. I'm like, oh my God. Have you seen his wife? What you got there? I got a whole mozzarella because girls love cheese. It has the same brain effect as heroin. Fun fact.
Do you guys know that?
Is that actually true?
Yeah. It has the same like pleasure effect as heroin.
I love it.
So don't do heroin, just eat cheese.
Yeah, like
This is
let's make
very
sure that.
important to me. Tell me honestly, what do you like about pro wrestling? I want to know. What do you like when you watch it? There's no wrong answer.
That's a really good question. I guess like kind of like how everyone kind of has their own like demeanor, I guess, kind of like their own like style, their own way of doing things, and like especially like the outfits, you know, they make like the coolest stuff, and like it's just like I don't know the songs too, and it's just like it's a cool vibe. How everybody has like you know their favorites and their own like kind of little teams, I guess.
That's awesome. There's literally no wrong answer. I just wanted to know. Because everybody likes something different about wrestling. But I hear that a lot. Exactly what you just said. And then like people who have been wrestling fans for a long time that didn't just first show up, a lot of them like the wrestling sequences, right? But I always hear people talking about, I'm not putting words in your mouth, but like character work. You know, how people differ from each other, like the diversity in acts on the show. But thank you for telling me. I'm making notes. It's like I said, things feel fucked.
Man, that's an intriguing question. What do you like about wrestling? I think wrestling literally is the embodiment of everything. It's theater, it's sports, it's competition, it's really everything. The music, it's a concert in a way. Like it literally embodies every form of entertainment, right? It's the showmanship, the runway, walking down the aisle with the music and the whatever. Like it literally, wrestling embodies every form of entertainment. Literally all. And when it's really good, you don't even realize you're really watching wrestling. That's weird to say, but when you're really into it and they're really doing what they're supposed to do, you don't even realize you're watching it. You're in the world of pro wrestling when you're watching. Like sometimes you forget. But yeah, that's a great question though.
It's impossible to ignore it. And I don't want people to feel like they're being ignored, and a lot of them do, which is why it's getting louder. And I knew this was going to happen. If if we didn't lean into what the audience was asking for and what they wanted to see, they're going to get louder. Pretending it's not there or convincing ourselves that it's going to go away, it's not. And this isn't by a clever design either. Like a lot of people thought, and were telling me that, you know, it's going to go away. I knew it wasn't.
I'm at my wit's end with this whole Karrion Kross situation. It is so fucking aggravating and it is so frustrating. There's a lot of people in this wrestling industry that want certain wrestlers to be pushed, right? I'll push this person, push that person, right? Give this person a championship. For Karrion Kross, for me specifically, I'm not even asking you to like have this dude collect hundreds of wins in a row like a Goldberg in WCW, right? I'm not even talking about him having to take 10 plus finishers in a match and kick out of all of them, right? All I am asking is for you to at least, if you're going to have him lose, protect the motherfucker.
Exactly, bro. Exactly. We're not even asking for much. We just want him to have more time and actually pay off storylines that you're doing with him. That's all we're asking.
I was getting tunnel vision. I couldn't believe it. And I was trying to walk in. My wife like pinched me on the arm a couple times. And I guess I just wasn't responding, so she pinched me harder. And my wife doesn't grab me like that unless something's wrong. So my immediate reaction was to spin around. I thought, like a 90 ideas jumped into my head at once. I was like, oh no, we left something in the building, so we have to go back. Maybe I dropped something. Maybe somebody was like, I don't know, charging us or something. I just went into like husband mode. And I was, I turned around and I was like reactive. And she was like, hey, this little baby, this girl has been trying to get your attention for 5 minutes before we leave. Say hello to her. And I was like, oh. She scared me. But I couldn't believe it, man. And I don't mean to put a damper on it, but now every time I think about that, there's like a negative association with what happened, and it really pissed me off because someone had told me, like, you shouldn't have been out there doing that, and not even understanding the context of what happened. There was no way around it. Like, it was almost implied to me like I was egging that on, like I shouldn't be doing that. And it wasn't a conversation, it was just somebody talking to me. And sometimes that's the way it goes in this business. Sometimes people just feel like they need to be heard, they're not interested in having a conversation, but it really pissed me off because, for what reason should I have not done that? We've got television shows, we've got third-party media, we have things, we've got a lot of content and footage over the last 3 decades of, bad guys and heels. They get sent out to do charity work, and it's filmed, and it's promoted. I don't think that I did anything wrong. I'm not punching a hole through anything or killing the business. Everybody knows. Everybody knows. And on top of that, it's not as if it was during the show, it was after the show. That just pissed me off so much. And I hate that those two moments are intertwined, and maybe over time that won't piss me off as much as it still does right now, but I don't think I did anything wrong. And quite honestly, I wouldn't change anything going back and doing it. I'm glad that I had that engagement with those people. Those people spent really good money to be there and see wrestlers. And I remember when I was a little kid waiting to meet wrestlers, not a single one of them, including the bad guys, ever walked right by me and ignored me. So I think I did the right thing. The people before me set the right example. Just my opinion.
If that is true, because I'm trying my best to take everything with a grain of salt, but if that's true that after him signing, autographs and stuff after the show, that, management went to him like, why are you doing that? Why are you doing it? You're supposed to be a bad guy. Which it's like, oh, that's weird to me if that's going on. If that's the case, I'm like, what are we doing? Like, you have a whole documentary called Unreal where you're literally going behind the curtain of what's going on in wrestling. I'm not understanding, like, that's your connection to the fans. That's going to get them to try to come back next time they're in the town. If the show is not great, maybe they have a connection with a Karrion Kross or whoever they love. that they're going to come back. They're going to come back next time. Go to the show. So, yeah, I don't know, man.
People who have known me for decades were telling me to write a book, and then it was like a 3-week period where I had like 12 people all come to me and be like, you should write a book. And I was like, you guys don't even know each other. And that many people, like, it was a lot of people, man. It was a lot. So I just kind of got to it.
And you're a fast writer. You want to sit down and just go through?
I wrote it very quickly, and then when I read it back, I was kind of mortified because you're writing about some of the darkest periods of your life. So I was like, holy shit, like, do I really want everybody to know about that? But eventually I said, yeah, I do. It's got to be real. It's got to be real. And coming, you know, from a business where everything is subjugated to preconceived notions about whether it's real or not, this better be fucking real. Yeah, August 10th, it's up. That's another situation that's like on top of everything else going on that's confusing and stressful because, like, I expressed interest to renegotiate in early January with WWE. Like, I think it's crazy. It's like preposterous that anyone would think that I wouldn't want to be here or like go somewhere else. And it's nothing against anywhere else, but like, I'm fully committed. I'm here. There isn't a world that exists where I don't think I've ever made that so entirely clear. But maybe it's just the general nature of people where they think, like, you know, in all things, like if something's not working out, they'll go somewhere else. Like, I'm really not like that. Like, I will bang my head against the pavement until, you know, the sidewalk breaks and we get to the basement. Like, it's just the way, I don't know, it's just the way I am. And it's frustrating because, like, you know, you express your interest to stay and be here and do things, and I'm not going to beg. I've already made it clear. And so many, many months have gone by and never had a single conversation about it until recently. And I don't even feel like the conversation I had recently was like an actual serious one. Like, the conversation made me really angry because I just didn't feel like it was a real conversation. Someone had contacted me and we had briefly discussed it. It was a very short conversation, and the conversation was done, and there wasn't really anything that was discussed of real substance. And that really, 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 actually, it didn't make me angry and it didn't make me upset. It just really profoundly disappointed me. Because I think about this business probably differently than the person I was speaking to, because of the nature of what I do. And when I look around at other people that do what I do, some of them have broken their necks. They sacrifice a lot under the guise of that being appreciated and rewarded fairly. And some of them are no longer here as a result of the life that they lived through, like, the abuse that we subject ourselves in performing. And that's on us. That's not on anybody else. But, like, there's a toll that we all pay to do this, and we know that.
I don't think either one of them are.
And even Wyndham's had so many crazy ideas, like, you know the Righteous?
Yeah.
So Dutch and Vinny, like, Bray wanted to start with the 6, but he wanted to expand. And like one of his ideas was to have me, Vinny, and Dutch as like an extension of, you know, the Wyatt faction. He had a totally different name for it and everything. We were going to be on another show, like Raw. I mean, like, man, Jason Baker needs to write a book. He was Wyndham's guy. Like, I would hear anything second or third hand. Like, Jason could tell you more about it. If you ever get Jason Baker in for anything, talk to him about it. Like, the stuff that they were ready to do together, the stuff, like, man, like the guys I was always obsessed with growing up were the guys where no matter what your preconceived notions were of what you were watching, whether it was real, fake, whatever, there were certain guys that got on the screen where when they got on the screen, you were like, that's real. Brian Pillman was one of them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Jerry Lawler was one of them. Bobby Heenan was another one. Roddy Piper was another one. There was no question. You could enjoy the show and say, oh, you know, these guys are such amazing athletes. Oh, that's a great story. When some of these guys got on, Jake Roberts was another one, you were like, everything that guy is saying is 100% legit. And I think he's probably so crazy or tough that no one wants to challenge him on it, so he goes on TV and just says that. Those guys, to me, that was wrestling.
Where are we headed?
We're going to Bookends day 2 for the book tour. That was crazy.
How do you decompress after all that?
I don't know. I don't know.
Well, also, what I also find fascinating is I remember the first wrestler to really get going with the whole book thing, which was Mick Foley. Like, his first book really got off the ground. I forget, it wasn't Foley's God, that was the second one. I forget what the first one is, which is crazy. I should Have a Nice Day, I think was the first one. I think it came out in 99. Yeah, just to see the evolution of that. And now everybody has a book. Jericho has 1,000 books and things of that nature. And you would think, I don't know, maybe because I haven't been paying attention, they might have been. You would think WWE will push that more of Karrion having a book and everything, but at this point, I don't know. I don't know what WWE's doing. But it is crazy to see someone going on a book tour as a wrestler. I don't know.
Tomorrow's going to be heavier than I thought.
You guys ready?
Yep, I am ready. I think that Sami Zayn is one of the best professional wrestlers performing today of the last 3 generations of guys. Like, I've watched him for a really, really long time, long before WWE. And being able to share it with him actually has been really fun and very easy because I know all of his stuff. Like, we had automatic timing right away. Like, sometimes you have to find timing with people. Everybody's different, right? I found his right away. I think we liked a lot of the same stuff growing up watching wrestling, and I think there's sort of like that stuff that we liked has been imprinted in our minds and our imagination and actually literally affects our timing and our steps and just behavioral patterns and motions and performance stuff in the ring. We are both very different in ways that I think are going to complement the story being told, hopefully.
Personally, I don't think the WWE is going to let Karrion Kross and Scarlett Bordeaux go. I think there's too much of an organic groundswell amongst wrestling fans. I think that there would be backlash against the WWE. It would be different backlash than we heard for R-Truth. R-Truth was our lovable guy. He made us laugh. If you were fans, you're like, no, you can't get rid of Truth. We have fun with him. Kross, this guy's like a rebel to wrestling fans. They are clamoring for him. You heard what happened at the post-SummerSlam press conference. They were chanting, "We want Kross," and that speaks volumes. The WWE Universe likes Karrion Kross. They want him to stick around. They see something in him. They see something in Scarlett. Obviously, the WWE Universe is attracted to this guy.
to get that sort of validation from people who have been in the business.
And what pissed me off is watching the clip of Paul Heyman, Ariel Helwani asking him about the Karrion Kross situation, and Paul Heyman like, he's a great guy, you know, he could be that Stone Cold. I was like, okay. But the part that pissed me off, because even though I appreciate him being like, we haven't seen something like this in Stone Cold, I'm like, okay, that's a hell of a freaking cosign. But to be like, well, if he was on TV every week and he was, you know, IC champion, will people really care? I'm like, we are connected to Karrion Kross because we know what he can do that we haven't seen yet. That's the thing. We know there's so much that we have not seen. That's why we want Kross. That's why we want Kross, because we want to see what else he can think of and what he's going to do and what stories he can tell. It's not really about the in-ring, really. It's about the story. And the thing that's lacking in WWE specifically today is great storytelling. So it's like, man, we know there's something that he can do. Same thing with, it is a Brave thing. It's like, I know there's so much there, and it just,
Hasn't done just about everything. For them to, it's one thing, you know, it's one thing when they say it to you privately, but then when they publicly say it, there's a deliberate intention with that to help a brother. And I have everybody asking me what's going on, which it doesn't bother me. I feel really supported. I definitely feel supported by the boys. A lot of the ladies talk to Scarlett about everything. We feel really supported. But then it becomes like it's difficult to talk about. How much do you want to talk about? Could the conversations you're having become detrimental? You don't mean for them to be. And then, you know, you have reporters asking you about it. And I generally like to do media because we can cover ground that perhaps the television show just realistically can't afford us to cover. Letting fans in, you know, we have the Unreal show now. There's a huge culture of fans who like that type of stuff. I do like doing media, but what I don't like doing about it is like, you know, you get these people that like rip certain things that you're saying without the context and use them for sensationalized headlines, for clickbait and stuff like that. You know, that now I know why a lot of the top stars don't like doing media, because they just don't want to be attached or associated with that. They don't want to feel like they're walking through some sort of weird fucking minefield where people won't actually look up the articles or the interviews. They'll just read the headline in their newsfeed, and then it generates some sort of like negative or derogatory opinion when that's not even really how you meant it or how you even really said it. I want to do more. And I'd like to do it under the premise of it being fair. I don't think that there's anything outrageous about what the fuck I just said. I don't think there's anything crazy about what I just said.
I'll tell you though, some people complain about this shit and you never know. I never have, because I was a kid who used to get these when I was little. And every single one of these fucking things that's going out to a fan, they may keep for the rest of their lives, because I kept all mine. Every single one of the autographs I got from wrestlers when I was a little kid, I still have them. So the fact that somebody is going to want this and maybe keep it forever, I'll sign these until I croak on the table. It's a privilege. You can never forget that. So I'm little, and like the TV screen is probably bigger than me almost. And I remember watching the TV screen, it was on almost like a table. So as I was standing up like this tall, it was like eye level with me, and it was on the hard camera shot, really far away. And it was a shot of this Ultimate Warrior, he's pinning Hogan, and like the whole, just all of the people and how the whole building came up. It was like, when I was little and I saw that, it was like hypnotic. Like that lived in my head forever. That was kind of it for me. And I tried to do everything else I possibly could to not be a wrestler. Right. I tried to do everything I could, and it was just, it was always there. It was something I had to try. And then the very first day I went into a wrestling school, I was like hooked. Like I'd never been more certain than anything in my life.
That's awesome.
And that's like a testament to how stubborn we can be. It's like some things you actually are right about when you're little. Like when you're little, you kind of don't know shit. But there's a couple things that don't change as you get older, and those are like sacred things. And it's like when you fall in love with something when you're little, as you get older, sometimes it like doesn't matter. Like I never grew out of that moment of like seeing it on the TV and the spectacle. So, and actually, the very first wrestling show I went to live, Grandpa got tickets in a hardware store raffle in Rockland County, New York.
Okay.
And it was because of Pop I was able to go to my very first wrestling live show, and that just confirmed it.
That's dope as hell. I'll never forget the first thing I ever saw as a wrestling fan was Foley winning the title on Saturday night, live wire. It was just like I don't know if they showed the full match, but it was like the highlights of the match. And seeing The Rock talk trash, not knowing who he was, I'm like, I don't know who that guy is, but I like that guy. And I didn't really care for the guy that was in the mask and the sweats and the white button up and the tie. But then I hear this glass shatter and the whole crowd go crazy. I'm like, what the fuck is this? And a guy walking down in a hat, shorts. I'm like, who is this guy? And he hits the guy that I like with a chair, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then the guy in the mask pins him, 1, 2, 3, place goes crazy, gets handed a belt. I'm like, I don't know what I just saw, but I gotta watch next week. And this is me at like a 9-year-old. I'm like, or 8-year-old. Yeah. 8-year-old. So certain things just like, you remember that feeling, and it's never going away.
What it meant to meet all those people.
I'm really honestly very touched, but I'm also really fucking, like, I'm just really fucking angry. I'm really angry, actually. Because all of this is starting to set in that this might be it, and they have no idea. Like, I really don't know this might be it. And like, there are people that are attaching themselves to us with a sense of hope.
I hope they put you in the title picture, because I'm sick of them not putting you in the title picture.
Stay loud.
You know? I really want you to like win the title. You were a great NXT champion, and I like your backstage work, but they need to put you in the ring more.
I agree. Stay loud, man. And you'd never believe it until you hear it or you see it in person. You think, oh, he's making that up. I'm not. And it's making me angry because I feel like there are people trying to fuck with this. And now I have a chip on my shoulder. So I didn't want there to be one. Now there's a fucking chip on my shoulder. Are you having fun today?
Yes, I am.
Good. Good. Who else are you here to see today?
Every single, all the wrestlers.
All of them? Good.
Yes.
Good. If any of them are mean to you, you let me know and I'll hit them in the stomach with a steel rod.
Okay.
We're on the same team.
I love you, man, since day one, man. I've been watching you and everything, following your career, man, and everything. You're one of my biggest inspirations.
To see if we can
Thank
get
you so much.
just for you guys one
Thank you.
right now.
Brother, how are you?
I tried to get the photo, but it was sold out.
How are you doing? Very good. I like your nails.
The whole outfit.
That's awesome. Yeah.
I do like that outfit.
Yeah,
I like that outfit.
Of course. Guys, have fun today. Enjoy yourselves. Is everybody being cool with you guys?
Yeah,
Good.
Everybody's being good because there's some people being hectic and they're looking at us weird and everything. I'm like, you gotta understand, like, she's a small girl in a wheelchair. Her thing is wrestling because
Don't even pay attention to them. Don't let them fuck up the moment.
Yeah, that's what I do, man. Because like I said, she grew up to wrestling because I watched wrestling. I was a kid. My father was a big wrestling fan and everything, so carried the generation down and everything.
That's awesome.
And she looks at you, everybody else, like heroes. Like she's like, I want to be the wrestler just like them and everything. So it means a lot to her. Just seeing you is like she met the biggest stars in the world.
I'm glad I was here for her, man.
Thank you so much.
I don't even know what to say to that. That's awesome. Thank you.
This is your photo ticket. So you scan that to get the picture.
Okay, thank you very much.
See you.
That's a great
You too. You too.
It's been like
3 years, I think.
Yeah.
Good?
We're all set.
All right.
I'm gonna take you to the back room. We're gonna do some signings.
Sounds good. Brother?
I tried to get it, but it was sold out.
Fuck.
Oh, one more. Just because it's done.
Yeah, we're going. Whoa.
Come on in.
Last one.
I'll rock with it. That's fine. That's fine.
If
That's
it costs
fine.
anything, I'll pay for it.
Pay for it.
That's dope.
Thank you so much, guys. Give me 5. Have fun today.
I don't know. You got whole package, man.
Thank you.
Look, the skills, everything. The promos have been awesome, too.
Thank you so much,
love
man.
it. I love what you're doing now.
Thank you. As long as you guys are happy, I'm happy.
Oh, dude, I'm happy.
Good.
Even though my biceps gonna pale in comparison.
I've never had people.
That's just the reason why I keep smiling is because I've seen this movie before. It's like wrestling is only hard when you make it hard. Like, there's so many guys throughout the years, 40, 50 years, that organically were getting over, that had a connection with the crowd, and who, it was just for some reason management just could not get it. And it's like the fans get it. The people buying the tickets get it. The people buying the merch get it. The people that go to the shows get it. The people that watch on TV get it. Why doesn't management get it? And I see it carrying in his eyes. It's like, these fans get it. Why don't y'all get it? And it's like, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. And it just, I don't know. It's just like, I've seen this movie so many times of a guy being over, being organically, having a connection with the crowd, and everybody going up to him saying, you're great, you deserve more, da-da-da-da. And it's like, I don't know, like, unless WWE had this master plan of, once he resigns, we're going to finally give him the U.S. title or world title or something. Well, I don't see that. Unless WWE had this massive plan. Like, it's just like, man, like, what is that? What is it with management to where they just don't see it? Like, I don't know.
Coming to me and talking to me quite like this, expressing how they feel about what's going on, because what's been happening with me over the last few months on television and the presentation of the character, it's never really played out like this. So a lot of people express to me what that escapism does for them through entertainment, just that brief relief they can get where they can put their feet up on the couch after a long day and just step out of their concerns, their accountabilities, and their responsibilities and watch something that they enjoy. And like to be an outlet for people like that I've never met until I meet them, and to know that I'm doing that for people. It's hard to put into words. It feels really good though. And like with the book, people have it in their hands now, and a few people have read through some chapters. I've met book reviewers that have worked with the publishing company, people talking about what the book did for them. When I sent the book to people that I knew personally early to get a read on it that know me, when they come back to talk to me, they're not like talking to KARRION Kross or Killer Kross, they're talking to Kevin. It's just weird. I'm just kind of being like, hey, I'm Kevin and I'm fucked up. And they're like, hey, I'm so-and-so and I'm fucked up too. We're like, all right, we're all good. Like, we finished the book right before we came back, and just seeing it all here in front of me, and this being day 2, I even had it in my head on the first night. I'm like pinching myself just to make sure, like, this isn't a dream. It's crazy to see it here, and I'm writing people's names in the book, like, to this person, to that person. It's crazy. So much went into this. Even after it was written, it kind of felt like this thing I was always chasing that I was never actually going to get. And now that it's here and people are lined up around the store, this is nuts.
We want Kross! We want Kross! We want Kross!
Crazy, man.
We want Kross! We want Kross!
Forgot.
I want to cry right now. No one will really
We're
ever
proud of him.
understand how hard it's been to get to this point
Thank you.
and how much this actually means, and even how hard it was for him to be so vulnerable to write the book and tell the stories that he tells. I've probably never been more proud of him in my entire life. I'm so happy.
There's a saying in our business, don't sell it. And socially, culturally, especially in Western society, not exactly in those words of don't sell it, but you're supposed to put on an exterior and just power through everything. But that's not really what's happening when people power through something. You're just not selling it. And I think sometimes that creates a feeling of isolation in people socially. And to feel isolated when you're in a room full of so many people is not a good feeling. And a lot of people know what that feels like. I know what that feels like. It doesn't feel good. So I'm hoping that an aspect of the book that I put out will help people with that.
Karrion deserved this a long time ago. This is a long time coming. So long overdue for sure. Yeah, he deserves so much more love. But I'm glad that he's finally getting into that main event card.
Now, where do you want to see Karrion go from here?
Definitely
World champion.
Definitely a title. We need a title on him. There's no shot of a doubt.
I think they just need to strap a rocket to him,
Give him that Jey Uso treatment. Give him a rocket. Give him a rocket. Shoot him up
Can't
to the
forget
sky.
about Scarlett.
He's way too good with his promos. He's way too good talking. He's over with the fans, and they know it.
You have an opportunity to get a grasp on what people like in the programming, or specifically in what segments you do, or what you're doing outside the company, like I do on socials. Personally, being able to meet them, for some of them, that can be a moment they never forget. It's a memory they never forget. Just like when I was a young kid and I met wrestlers. I do my best to make it a good one. Yes, I'm ordering coffee for my people.
What if they have dietary restrictions?
Well, I'm a heel, so make you shit your pants. Sorry about that. He had a dairy issue. Okay, so this is what I did. I see the crew. They're exhausted. I haven't eaten today. It's a long story. Drinking a lot of coffee. Tried to Uber Eats a coffee over while we did the podcast. I sent all of the coffee to my house in another state, including theirs. I ordered for everybody. So now we're gonna go get it. Sir, could I run in, get the coffees, and then ride with you back? We'll do a second ride.
Okay.
Thank you. Another separate espresso, original blend, medium, on the side.
On side, left side or right side?
Iced Americano, latte. I'm making sure they get their fucking coffee. We're going down, straight to hell, yeah. Yeah. Playing the character is a relief. It's fun. Knowing that people are going to be entertained by it and have a good time, I like that. That makes me happy. Like I was saying earlier, it's all about creating those moments, and the character is a vehicle to create those moments. And I would never play a character that I wasn't enjoying. Like I did that for a couple months. Everyone saw it on Raw a few years ago. I learned my lesson. I would never do that again, Not every piece of business is your cup of tea, but that's okay. That's actually part of the business. So you find a way to make it work, and you make sure that people enjoy what you're doing. Good.
It's been so good. How are you, man?
I'm doing great. I'm happy to be on
Good to finally get to give
SummerSlam.
you a hug, man.
Yes.
Excited for you too, brother. It's gonna be huge, man.
Yes.
We're the same night though, right?
Yes, night one.
Yes.
And you guys got Drew back. What a
fucking clusterfuck. Yeah. I love how I got thrown in the middle of his. How did you forget your passport and fucking blame me? What an asshole! Right? You were just irresponsible enough to blame me.
That's true.
I woke up that morning. I flipped my laptop, and I had a Yahoo. I told Logan this yesterday. I had a Yahoo alert. And the Yahoo alert says, Drew McIntyre can't can't leave UK, blames Jelly Roll. That was my Google alert for the morning. I was like, this fucking asshole.
Good morning.
Yeah, I was like, thanks, Drew.
Shit.
Good to see you.
You too, bro. You too. Yeah. Do it.
How dare you?
Shout out to Jelly Roll. I didn't care about the match. It was pretty solid. Try to tell a story. It was cool. But shout out to Jelly Roll. It seems like he actually gets it. You know, it's like, why should I get over? Like, why should I go over when you got guys like Drew McIntyre and Logan Paul that are here every week? Like, nobody would expect the celebrity to lose, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, why should I win? That way, next time I come back and wrestle, now I have a story. It's like, wow, this guy actually gets it. So shout out to Jelly Roll. Actually, I like him as a person. Never listen to his music like that. Love the speech he gave last year at the Grammys. But yeah, shout out to Jelly Roll, man.
Me? Yeah. What I did wrong? What do you do? What do you do wearing that shirt?
I like liars, what can I say? But I also like truth tellers, which is why I'm here.
I want you to kick Sami Zayn's ass.
On behalf of all of the true fans of professional wrestling, guy with the suit and tie in the truck, go fuck yourself. That's from Killer Cross. No, fuck it.
Like, everybody wanted to know, who's the guy in the truck, the guy in the suit and tie in the truck? Here's the inside scoop. Nobody. There was no fucking truck. It was shot on a stationary camera, which is why I said the guy in the truck, so no one would feel personally attacked. But the guy in the suit and tie in the truck is a metaphor for the corporate figure that comes into an art sector and sterilizes art for the sake of viewership and monetization.
TKO, go ahead.
It could be fucking anybody, and it's not wrestling specific. It's in all different lanes of entertainment, television, music. Like, we have to find a common ground of preserving the art when we're going to try to monetize it. And that's, man, I said so much, I wanted to say so much in what I did, and it meant so much on so many other different levels. And that's what that moment was supposed to be. Like, a lot of people thought, like, I was talking about Hunter. Hunter doesn't work in the truck, nor would I ever talk to him like that. He was a wrestler, you know what I mean? Like, I was blown away that people drew a conclusion. They drew some sort of context that it was him. It was a metaphor, you know? And that's basically what happened. And following that, a lot of people were pissed.
Really?
At Night of Champions, I kept having these reoccurring conversations with the team. They said, the key tonight is to make sure the crowd's reaction stays right for the story. And I told them, don't worry, I'll do my job as the bad guy. And they were so worried the crowd was going to boo when I lost.
So how are you feeling?
Oh.
How's the date going?
Oh, you know, everything's peachy. Feels weird, man. Like, this might be the last one, which is fucking insane to think and say, but things are very weird, but I'm going to give it everything I got, as I always do. I mean, I'm going to give it every single fucking thing I've got.
I know you will.
And if this is it, I'm really going to miss it.
First of all,
and the thing is, the story dictated that Cross should have won. Unless Sami Zayn is going to go right to the main event and go for a world title, which I don't think that's going to happen. The story now, Sami's in limbo now. What does Sami do? He can't go for a mid-card title anymore. He can't go for the main title. So what happens to him now that he won? He was proven right. What do you do with that? It's just like you screw Sami and also you screw Cross. Again, it's just like, and now what you did not want is what's happening. Now, the internet is an echo chamber and the internet is going to be what it is, but you got a lot of people that are resenting Sami. Like, Sami is a guy that beats a lot of people. He's not. But they're resenting his story. His story is, I need to win the world title. I'm the ultimate underdog. Now people are resenting Sami because it's like, dog, we're tired of you. It's really what Karen is saying. It's like, we're tired of you lying. Like, we're tired of you, like, just giving us the good old Sam. And the thing is, we know Sammy can tap into something. We saw it with the Bloodline. We saw it when in NXT. We saw it for years, for over a decade. We know that Sammy can tap into something. When he was a conspiracy guy, we know Sammy is more than what he's given us as well. So to be just a gung-ho, I can go get him guy, it's just like, So this is the most like boring conclusion you could have had to this story that you've been telling for about 4 or 5 months now. It's like, really, and again, if it was like a stipulation to where it was no DQ or I quit match, which would have made the most sense. Something to last man standing, something to where you had a stipulation, they can beat the hell out of each other, and then you can stamp it to prove which one was wrong. This wasn't the way to do it. Yeah.
It's a crazy scenario that I don't think would ever happen. There's no reason why that would happen. But like that being a concern, I just thought that was bizarre. And I just tried to reassure everybody, like, hey, I'm a professional. I'm going to do bad guy stuff. I will do as much bad guy stuff as I'm allowed to do. If you let me be a really bad guy, I'll go be that bad guy. But if you handcuff me, I can only be as bad as you're going to let me. But I don't think anyone should be concerned about this. And it was like brought up to me multiple times during the day. And I just thought, everybody's got to relax. Like, we're going to have a good show. I feel like everyone was so like uptight and wound up over like these scenarios that they were coming up with in their heads. And I was like the most relaxed person. Everyone's like, this is the big one. This is the big one. Are you ready? You know, don't let the pressure get to you. I was like, the pressure's not getting to me. I'm thinking about my Uncle Chris right now, who's dead. This is what I think he would want me to be doing, and I would like to be here and do this. That was just so frustrating. I couldn't believe that was the ultimate concern of the day, and in the end, it didn't happen. There was a little bit of cheering back and forth for the both of us, but they were happy live when he won. Is that really our ultimate concern? Like, come on.
Is there a thing here? Or is it just like the internet trying to make something into a thing? What
they
is
made
it?
it a thing. Oh, okay. They actually put it. Oh, wow. Okay, they're covering all their bases. Okay,
and it's not just the internet. It's the internet. It's the live crowd. It's the people that buy merchandise.
Heyman knows too.
He's a tremendous performer, and what an act he has with Scarlett. I mean, they are great together.
Should he be getting more opportunities? Should he be?
How do you know? Well, let me ask you this: if he were getting great opportunities,
this is what
would he have this level of support from the crowd?
No, they love to get behind. Kofi, Daniel Bryan. They love to get behind someone, the underdog, so to speak.
So it's working.
Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, it's working.
All right.
Yeah, it's organic. The audience itself is making him a star, and indeed, perhaps a top star. And he's talented enough, and so is she, to carry it. It reminds me of someone else, by the way, that the audience felt, this is our guy. We'd like him to be a bigger star. Why aren't you making him a bigger star? We're going to chant his name. We're going to bring his signs. We're going to buy his T-shirts. We're going to demand that you make him a bigger star. That guy's name was Steve Austin.
KARRION Kross must have secretly...
Again, I would have went with Punk or Daniel Bryan because that makes a better correlation, but yeah.
Re-signed with the WWE. I think WWE at this point is trying to work everybody, and this will probably be part of WWE Unreal Season 2, but we saw that he wasn't on WWE Raw, and after SummerSlam they were promoting his book, and then today Sami Zayn was also promoting his book, and it's very clear WWE would not promote something for somebody if they were leaving the company.
I try to see everything from all sides. It's really easy to see everything from just your side and to non-maliciously make selfish statements in defense of how you feel about something, whether it's actually accurate to the truth or not.
What is going on? Guys, this is my family, my grandmother, Marilyn.
Grandma.
That's my Aunt Carrie, my Aunt Sharon, my cousin Mikey.
Yeah. That's dope. That's fire.
What the fuck? Grandma, get out of the fucking line. What's going on? I love you. Oh, man.
Surprise.
Yes. Hi, Carrie.
Hey. You never met my son, Michael. There you go. Hey. Surprise.
Dude, what's going on?
You want him over here?
Yeah.
They can come over here.
Come around. Hold on, please.
It's like, what? Get out of
Some
line.
rumblings on social media, whatever the case may be. Is there a chance that we could see Karrion Kross and Scarlett moving forward on Monday Night Raw?
I hope so. I see things being written online right now, specifically today.
Yeah, what this?
A lot of what I read is not true. I hate to disappoint people, but I don't want to bullshit. But I hope so. I hope we do come back. So I try to be delicate while also being honest. And I get questions like this all the time, and I'm not really sure how to go about it because I don't want anyone to feel slighted, because I don't always think it's malicious, but sometimes I am really lost and very confused on why we're not leaning into things that make sense. We're not leaning into things that clearly are working, that are beneficial for all parties. And I'm not in control of those decisions. The only thing I can be in control of is doing the best I can with what I'm given. And it's probably the hardest part of the gig. When you know you can give more and they tell you, hey, don't home run that. Hit that to the outfield and run to second. And make sure you stop on second. Do not run home. And then one day, you don't hit the home run, but you hit it far enough so you know you can run past second and you do run home. You're on the court, you're playing basketball. They tell you to pass the ball, but you've got a 3-point shot right there. We're all on the same team. We're trying to win the game. You shoot, you get the 3 points. They're mad at you? Why? Why are they mad at you? Why are they mad about the extra 3 points? They wanted the other guy to shoot it? Like, what's going on here?
Isn't that the very definition of being Quicksilver?
Sure is.
If you could tell young Karrion Kross one thing, you know, everything that's been going on recently, all the success you have, oh God, this is going to be a great answer. What would you tell him?
I would say, look up Scarlett Bordeaux.
Solid answer.
Right?
Solid answer. Right, yeah.
And be a gentleman and maybe start dating her a little sooner than when you look very good.
You look very good.
Shut up.
How'd you get that belt through security?
I had it checked. I'm kidding. What I would tell myself in my younger years, don't change. Don't do anything different. This is going to be a rough ride on your way to where you're going, but when you get there, it's going to be all worth it. It's not going to be what you thought it was going to be. I mean that as respectfully as possible. I'm sure some shithead, pseudo writer is going to take what I just said out of context for clickbait revenue for a sensationalized headline, because that happens a lot to me. All the power to you, bud. But sometimes in life it's not what you think it's going to be, and it's not necessarily worse or better. It's just something different. It's just something different, and for me, that's still very liberating. What I find out about people and what I find out about the world kind of reflects in my own self-discovery, and I think that's been the biggest learning lesson out of my pro wrestling journey and traveling the world and meeting everybody, meeting fans today, meeting people everywhere. That's exactly what I'd tell them. And then I would hit him with a fucking chair. Sorry, I don't know if I just slipped out. I got a little too comfortable.
No, it's fine, man. Then listen.
When I was young, when I was a kid, uncertainty made me edgy. It made me emotionally react in a very negative way. But as you grow up and you develop relationships with people and you're involved with business endeavors, if you're not able to emotionally compose yourself, it's it. That's a wrap. It's toast. You're done. Nobody wants to deal with that. I don't want to deal with people like that. So it's just something that you have to learn to become comfortable in. You have to find comfort in the uncertainty. And if you really think about it from a philosophical perspective, man, I don't mean to be redundant. This is dark, but there's no real certainty in life anyways. I hope I have a long, wonderful life. And I hope you do too. I hope you do, Devin. I hope everybody does. Tomorrow's not guaranteed. So, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. What I would like to happen, I would love to stay with WWE. And I'd love, ideally, to finish my career there. I really would. I don't know what's going to happen though. Like, me building a relationship and having a relationship with the audience, sometimes by certain people, to me, it feels like they're treating it as I'm being rebellious, or I'm like, it's treated almost like it's a problem that this has happened. And that should not feel that way. This should not be treated like it's a problem. It makes it feel like, you know, you outperformed, or you got ahead of something that they didn't think you were going to get ahead of, and they don't like that you've gotten ahead of it. That is the way it feels. And that's not a good feeling. And that's based on conversations, things people have said. Like, when you mentioned the merchandise. When that started to blow up, I had no idea until fans started pointing it out online. So I go back to my points of contact in the company, and I asked them, I'm like, hey, is this true? And they're like, we don't know. How do you not know? So I wanted to know if it was true. So I did some digging, and I come to find out it is true. You know, the character, KARRION Kross, me, whatever, like we became a top seller through fan engagement, which is amazing. And people can say whatever they want about the online fans. I know the negativity is not welcomed, and they're not going to create and book around that. I understand that part, but support online is different, because a lot of the fans online are just people that are in other states that couldn't make it to the current state of the show we're in on a Monday. And they'll be there next week when you show up to their city or their town. It was the online community that put that merch up there. So, you know, like, trivializing the online community in broad strokes, like, look, not everybody's going to love you. Not everybody's going to like you. And the more you try to make them love you and the more you try to make them like you, they'll hate you even more. They just make a decision. That's people sometimes. It could be about anybody or anything.
Yep.
I get it, not like pandering to negativity, but support is a totally different energy that we should be welcoming. And then that support translated from online into the buildings gradually over time.
It really did. Like, seeing it in real time is the funny part. And also, what's so funny about, I don't know if he's really talking about WWE, he might be talking in general, but the fact is, the WWE uses the internet to get over certain storylines or to get over certain things, business-wise and business deals and all that different thing. So I find it funny to where it's like criticizing the internet for support and criticizing the internet for certain things. Of course, not the negative stuff, but just to be vocal. Like, We Want Cody was a thing, by the way. And notice that they pushed We Want Cody, right? Because that's what Triple H and management actually wanted for WrestleMania 40. They wanted Cody and Roman too. They didn't want The Rock and Roman. So they pushed that. Notice what they push when they really want to push something and use the internet to do it. See how that works? Okay. And so now that you did that, now fans are like, okay, so now we're going to do We Want Kross, we want LA Knight, we want New Day, we want, right? And then they ignore it. And now online is like, well, we did We Want Cody. That worked. How come you're not pushing so-and-so. It's because they didn't really want so-and-so. They really wanted Cody to be the main event and screw over the Rock. But it just, online, the internet, it's going to, always going to be the good and the bad, man.
Makes it unpredictable. It's you have it. You've got it. Yeah, you want Brock, you've got it. So, just incredible to have him back.
You can't ignore the crowd in this business.
That was crazy.
I mean, you can try. It's not going to be good in the end. You don't want to make your audience feel like they're not a part of this. You can't tell them that they're a part of this and that they're the universe and they're so heavily involved in every aspect of it, and then, like on a whim, tell them, certain subsections of them don't matter. You can't do that. That pisses people off. It turns people away. I remember a conversation Truth had with me on a flight back from Saudi, and he pulled me aside. There was a lot said, and I don't want to be the one to say all of it, because Truth said it to me. He didn't say it publicly, but there was one thing that he said to me that I don't think he would mind me sharing, and I will never forget it. He said to me, you haven't won any titles on main roster, but the one title that you have right now that you will have for the rest of your life as a moment in time is the title that the people gave you when they chose you. And that's fucking real.
Wow. Yeah, people have good one to read me a note from AMC. Okay.
At your very first book signing, you had a fan write you a personal note. Feel free to read it.
Yes, she didn't want me to read it while she was there. If you film me crying, bro, I'm gonna knock you the fuck out. I will throw you through the fucking window behind you. So, this might not make it. I have no idea what this is. Dear Carrion and Scarlett, I just wanted to take a moment to say thank you, not just for what you do in the ring, but for who you are as people. You've both inspired me in ways I never thought possible. There have been times when I honestly didn't want to keep going. Wow. When the weight of everything felt too heavy, watching your strength and your resilience reminded me that I could keep fighting too. Your presence, energy, and the love you have for your fans have saved me from my darkest moments. Meeting you for the first time in Philadelphia in 2022 was more than just a cool moment with my favorite wrestlers. It was a turning point for me. I walked away from that experience feeling seen, valued, and stronger than I felt in a long time. That core memory for me was one of the many reasons I made it through 3 miscarriages last year. You may not realize how much you've impacted my life. I just wanted you to know your talent reaches far beyond the ring. Forever grateful. Fuck.
Wow. That's powerful, man. That is freaking powerful. Shout out to the person. I hope they weren't pissed off that that note got read. He didn't give who the person was, of course, but like, hope the person I wrote that didn't get pissed off that it was read on a public platform. But shout out to that person, whoever that was, and the strength to keep going, man. A lot of us, you mentioned it throughout the documentary, that a lot of us use wrestling to escapism, from real life problems, bills, whatever have you. And for however long, for an hour and a half, 2 hours, 3 hours, we just looking to be entertained. And sometimes we might take it a little bit too seriously, and sometimes maybe WWE doesn't take it too seriously. But it's funny that you're missing R-Truth, because what I was going to say is this is bittersweet for me, because if this is all a work, which it could possibly definitely be a work, and Karrion just using the internet to do a Karrion Kross return and, do whatever. It's bittersweet because, speaking of R-Truth, we've been down this road before. We already been here with R-Truth coming back, and we see just now he's reverted right back to what he was before being let go, right, with John Cena. And now, instead of being a Sears character that potentially could do something, Ron Killings, he's back to being R-Truth. And now we hit the reset button. So what was the point? And that's the thing with a lot of stories going on right now. I don't get it, because in the Vince McMahon era, there are a lot of things that were just not making sense. Like creative, I don't know what it is, management, they just would do things that did not make sense. And they just did things out of nowhere. WWE today is different, because it's like they have a great idea and a great moment, and then it just plateaus. John Cena heel turn, New Day heel turn, Karrion Kross, Sammy going for a world title, like a lot of different things. Now I'm just like, what is going on? What happened? It's like they don't have no oomph. They have no care or passion anymore. I don't know what happened. But the thing is, this bittersweet for me, because I know Karrion wants to be in WWE, and I'll be happy for him if he does resign. But it's like, I don't have faith in WWE that they're going to do good by him. I don't. Because look at LA Knight, someone who also got organically over, and yes, he got a US title, he got a match at WrestleMania, but there's so much more he could do. Drew McIntyre, another one, who he's been a little bit better, but there's so many guys that could be doing so much more, and they're just not. And I'd much rather see Karrion go somewhere where at least he has the chance. It won't be guaranteed, but at least have the chance to do something different, to really get his ideas out. And whether he fails, whether he succeeds, it'll be on him and whoever he's with, whatever company he's with. But I don't know. I have no faith in WWE right now. So we'll see. My guess is he probably will get re-signed. And I don't see them doing more with him than what they've been doing. He maybe will get a mid-card title, and that's the best he'll do. We'll see. Wish the best for Kross and Scarlett, man. Let me know what you think is going to happen. Do you want to see him go back to WWE? Or do you want to see him go flourish somewhere else? Let me know. Do you think this is all a work? Do you think it's a shoot? What do you think? Is he going to re-sign? Let me know. Like, comment, subscribe. Share all the things of the things. Welcome to the hot bitch. There's Hayes Arcade, your hardcore casual fan. If you're not down with that, I got 2 words for you.